gonna come down to your goddamn garden. I'm gonna pull up them goddamn rutabagas. I'm gonna pull up them goddamn Sky Orchard. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that a papaya? No, it's me, engorged in your backyard, wearing my loincloth, standing awkwardly like I don't know why I'm here either. But you're gonna get on the train of love. It's a solid gold train. It's got diamond wheels, and we're going to the glory land. That's the land of glory holes and prophylactics. Used, unused, flip them inside out. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Woo, we're back. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. We're under attack.
Who calls to the dark?
Ooh, it's scary in here. It's getting spooky.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lita. I do art stuff. If you want to look at my art stuff, take a gander at it. You can go to Well That Is Odd on Instagram, _, and look at my stuff. And buy it, because I'm starving and I need money for food.
Just twist that little knob up there, the silver barbell. Raph got it.
Chris, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Here we are. Sorry, I was in there. I was sending people links to the show right now. I promise. Howdy, partners. My name's Chris Kenworthy, and I'm here to do funny stuff with my homies and homettes on the Helltown radio program here on this Tuesday night. We're starting, suspiciously early at 7:30, and it's relatively early. It's relatively late, relatively on time. We got some cool folks in here. We got some spooky folks in here. Oh my God, man! Jesus Christ, man! I'm a mess today. I was late. My phone's on. I'm not paying attention to my cues. Jesus Christ, man!
The crone has cursed you.
Oh man, I hope not. It's scary.
Not all curses are bad.
I know. Speaking of the crone, we have with us tonight a very special group of guests. Not just one, not two, three, but 4 guests. We have the Crone the Crow is here. Our beautiful peoples that are of very macabre and a sexy macabre nature here. I love it, man. It's cool. And actually this Saturday they're gonna be cool enough to let me get down with them. We're gonna be doing a show at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in front of Royal, Virginia, and that's going to start at 8 p.m. And so I guess without further ado, I'm going to pass the microphone over here to my new crew. That's what we do. Poo-poo. Poo-poo. Introduce yourselves. Bring yourselves to the light. We're from the dark. Or are we going to the
I am the Devil Witch Queen, the Mommy Dom Goddess, and the Queen of all Darkling Hearts, the Crone.
I am the Crow. I am the Caretaker. I am Guthead.
All right.
I'm Tyrell.
He's the black.
I'm George. I think
George.
I yell.
You don't.
I don't ever introduce myself. I thought about that after I listened to the last show. I was like, what? I'd never even say this is George. I'd just be like, this is crazy guy that yells.
Yeah, maybe we need to circle back to you on the introduction.
No, I just need to introduce myself at the end of the
Play
yelling.
bonus character.
Sure.
That's
we
it.
we have a bunch of we got a bunch of bonus characters tonight. Giving me boner characters. One of them.
I guess it depends on your crowd, right?
I'll give a hint. He has a veil on his mask or his head. No, I'm just kidding. But introduce yourselves as tell us a little bit about who is the Queen of the Darkness. Who is this devil woman witch that is before me? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How have you been? Hobbies, interests.
Am I putting together my Tinder profile?
Maybe.
Well,
Hobbies, interests? No. The crone finds her dark hearts in music and in the arts. And where am I from? I'm from everywhere the darkness is. But specifically, this wonderful mountainous state of Virginia. But I went on a little hiatus for the last 5 years to a place that is so cursed, and it is just Now I have returned to my homelands.
She has returned from the swamp.
We'll get to my interests and my favorites as we go on. I'm not sure you're ready. I need to know a little bit about some of these other characters before I share.
Absolutely.
You want to know?
Crow, pull it up. Pull it up. There we go.
What would you like to know about me? I'm
me.
just the familiar. I try to keep the band together and make everything sound good.
What's your favorite brand of socks?
My favorite brand of socks, it has to be at least Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom. Solid answer.
So I got my name, the caretaker. There's an old broken man down in Brown Town. One night he called me up about 4 o'clock in the morning. Said I need some help digging a hole. All I had was an axe. So I went out and I took care of it. I take care of shit. I also like long walks on the beach and every once in a while a pretty flower.
I got a question for you. What's your stance on flip-flops?
No.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard the Ralphie May bit about that?
Nah.
Oh, it's great. It's great. Ralphie May does a great bit about why men should never wear flip-flops, and it is fantastic.
And sir,
Well, I'm Guthead, and I guess the name comes from the idea that music should come from the gut and from the head. That's kind of the philosophical, but it really just means shit for brains. It's just a nice way of saying shit for brains. So, anyway, I live up the street. There's a hell portal up there. Yeah. And
well, what's your stance on those shoes that people wear that got toes on them? Them toe shoes?
toe shoes?
Yeah, them vibrant toe shoes. People wear them when they do CrossFit.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm thinking about trying those. Yeah.
Also good. You can pick up stuff with your toes still.
I mean, it's like a glove, right?
exactly.
All right.
All right. Lita, do you have anything? I mean, I feel like this is actually a great. Lita does. I don't know if you're familiar with Lita's art. I know Tammy is. Rafe probably does a little bit, but gentlemen, if you don't know, Lita does really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, there's some pieces of her art behind.
I do a lot of mixed media, but a lot of my pieces I work with dead things. Some of the stuff I source, but others I just macerate the bones myself. And that's just by picking up poor, unfortunate souls that are on the side of the road and cleaning them up.
We need them as stage props. Maybe you can make some stage props for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love
The
to.
crone wears only the jewelry of Lita.
We also endorse.
She owns some pieces.
You also, what do you else do endorse?
Endorse roadside cleanup.
Roadside cleanup, yes.
Hell yeah.
It's a very important thing.
Good for nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think it was it early '90s. It was illegal to harvest roadkill in West Virginia up until like 1992. Yeah, it used to be an illegal
Such a
thing.
stupid rule.
Yeah,
Like, can't do anything, man.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that has to be a
They're-
hygiene
Fucking
thing.
fascist.
they're right, man. They come for my menthol cigarettes, man. They're gonna be a.
They coming for vapes.
They're
yo.
coming for the vapes.
Yeah.
That's I don't give a shit about that, but man.
I do. They're gonna take away my delicious cherry flavors and replace it with tobacco. Yuck! I started vaping to get away from the taste of tobacco and its horrible things, and I traded it for another horrible addictive thing.
Well, how dare they?
I know.
I know.
mean, why can't you just have chemicals and poison
Why can't we
yourself?
just
I mean,
live?
come on.
Yeah, the
Your
way
own
Jesus
fucking
wanted
body.
us to, and
Right.
Satan. It's the one thing they agree on. Like, yeah, destroy yourself.
Yes.
I thought we had free
There's
will.
I
freedom.
need that soul.
Once that's pure annihilation is the way.
Yeah.
There's that movie Annihilation. I don't want that. Are we talking like the Event Horizon? All right, here. Let's get into some weird shit. Hell portals. You guys ever seen the movie Event Horizon?
Yes.
Dude, what if that? You know, what is that? Where y'all go? Or is it like flame?
That's where we're from.
That's where you're from.
We
Well,
came from the hell
Is
portals.
are there different like?
Well,
That's why you got to come
He
to
can
the
speak
show
for
and check
his
that
own
out.
Hell portal. Mine's a lot more fun.
Well, all right. Does every Event Horizon have different portals? Like, is there like a different world?
Of course.
All right. Is there one called like Cavassier and and yeah, you know, cool stuff like no. You know, there could be cool portals. We got to do this. I'm very high.
If you
I
want,
can tell.
if you will it into being, it can happen.
That's what I wanted
Because
to
that's
hear. I
how
wanted
everything
an
you're
affirmation
looking
of my
at
stupid
exists.
thoughts.
Okay, everything around here exists because somebody willed it into being.
Okay.
Everything in this room, if you know science, is made of the same exact components. There really is no difference, and there really isn't space between us. So you can will, if you want a Cavassier event horizon, honey, you can have it. But you got to
Yes.
focus in on it.
Oh, I'm gonna
And
go
you
stare at
only
bottles.
make choices and put your energy to line up with that horizon. And also, do you know that the universe, the galaxies, and everything are expanding? Right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So that's where the hell realms. You know, when your soul has to go somewhere, we're expanding, and so we are recruiting and doing very good work. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, you almost got me on your side with this teleportation.
I will show you the way. It doesn't
It's
have
hot.
to be misery.
It's hot in hell.
And it doesn't
It's-
have
it's
to be
fu- it's hot.
sacrifice,
Yeah.
because sacrifice can be fun.
There's
mean-
AC too, and you know it's fossil
And I
fuel
bet you it
driven.
smell like suntan
Devil loves that
lotion all
shit.
the time, like the beach. Hell is getting cooler and cooler, or not cooler and cooler. Unless
It's
they have
actually cool in
ACs.
hell if you're inside. It's
Oh, so they got cool ass
yeah.
ACs?
No, they love AC.
I knew it. Satan, he's
It's like walking into a steak and shake down
Why
in
do you
Florida, man.
think
It's
everything
freezing.
fun is supposed to send you to hell by other religions? Because it feels good, and they're boring. So you want to go the place where you don't feel good, where you have to follow all these strict rules?
I mean, if
Or
I
do
got
you wanna
that,
come
if-
where you can just have a good
what if you
time?
what if you do some
And
wild
there
shit
is
right before
nothing.
you die though? Let's hear
Do
me
some
out
what?
here. What if you save a child and you get hit by the car and then you just pop up in heaven? You're like, I went to the lame party.
I think there's probably some things that you can do again if you focus enough to get yourself kicked out.
I just tell
Or
Jesus
maybe
to-
you get a choice.
Or you just be a big dickhead in purgatory to
I'm
everybody
pretty
else.
sure you get up there and just tell Jesus to go fuck himself, and you're like, right down.
What if he's real like pious and he's like, I forgive you, and he's like mean girling you, making you stay there.
You know?
I don't know.
Then you just gotta kick him in the stomach and hit him with the Stone Cold Stunner.
That's why we do this song and talk about the wide river Styx. There's a place where sick folks like me get our kicks. It's a waiting room, one you've like never seen before, with a 25-piece band and a 10,000 square foot ballroom floor.
Ooh,
That's pretty big.
sounds way more fun than heaven.
hell's a gated. I mean, heaven's a gated community
Yeah,
anyway. So
like,
Yeah.
no one
I
wants
mean,
that.
you just
It's
Fucking
completely
homeowners
gentrified
associ-
these days, I understand.
Oh, they got white
there's
people.
shit that
moving
goes
in.
on there that goes on everywhere else. It's just you don't hear about it because it's kept, you know.
On oh, it's like it's McMansions as far as the eye can see.
We're only the opulent.
Speaking of, I was in Manassas yesterday.
I wouldn't say that was opulence, but there is McMansions.
Yeah, we were actually, I think, like the nicest part of Manassas there is ever
Nah,
has ever existed. It was at the
there's a
Eavesdrop
nice one.
Brewery.
So if
Oh,
you
yeah,
go
I know.
up the road from that, though,
Have you been there?
so that was right down.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it looks so cool.
It's so yeah, it's a fantastic. Well, that whole little block, that little shopping center that they did there. I have one complaint about it. Everything was amazing. They have really cool murals. All the businesses are really all like they have a Moby Dick kebab place.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have a sausage and fry place.
Yeah.
They have what was the other restaurant? They have 3 restaurants that you can get you can order the food from the brewery. And but the one thing they have in that shopping center that makes me pissed as fuck, they got a puppy mill store in there.
So what makes because I've heard this term before, but we all would like I've only gotten dogs from like rescues.
Right.
So what is a puppy mill? Like what exactly do they do?
So puppy mills are for-profit dog breeders who don't exactly use the best of practices for either the dogs or the people, and I say it for the people because what they're doing is they do a lot of inbreeding, and the inbreeding causes a lot of inherent health problems, and so people are then stuck with having to take care of that, and they're
Dog
sold a
with hip
lemon. You know,
dysplasia.
it's like buying a Lamborghini and they know that the 8th piston's not on fire, right?
And I would imagine the person buying them is not necessarily vetted as well that well.
People that I'm sorry, I don't know. I hope I don't offend anybody here, but like if you are like actively always seeking out buying dogs, like yo man, there's so many dogs to be saved. There's so adopt, don't shop. It's just it's a weird culture. It's a lot like that big cat culture that was put out in
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, yeah, the Tiger King. It's like there's a lot of it's a weird community. It's like where the animals become commodities instead of
It becomes a status thing. Look at the French bulldogs, man.
Yeah, it's
them things are like $5,000 or $10,000, and they're breeding the hell out of them.
Yep.
And everybody wants them because they're cool, and so it's just like it's a bullshit industry.
But their faces are sunken in and they can't breathe.
Yeah, it's hard. I love all the dogs. It's just the fucking humans behind them that like make it really tough.
It's like the flesh machine. It's the industrialization of breeding animals for it to profit, and
yeah, it's when the animals. It's like for me personally. Listen, I'm just to get really self-righteous and on everybody and zealous. I just I have a connection with animals, and so when we bring in pets, it's not just because hey I want to have a dog. It's because it's like hey this is part of the family, and so that's my thing about it. And so for us we take on a lot of we go to we live dangerously close to the Humane Society, and like we live right down the street from the Humane Society. And we usually get their undesirables or their senior pets that people are less likely to adopt, and I love it because we form a genuine connection. It's not like I went and said, hey, I think that dog is cool looking, or or somebody just like or it's a as a gift or something. It's like there's a genuine make genuine connections, and that's the way I deal with the animals. But I think that everybody should, because animals and humans love each other, and it's like it's the one honest relationship you're ever gonna have in your entire life is with an animal.
That's true.
Seems like an opportune time to say which humane society.
The Warren County Humane Society, of course. Those are our homies. They're the Humane Society anywhere, any place that is doing good, doing good work for the animals. I endorse wholeheartedly. But yes, they do this puppy mills like. And the problem with them is it's like they euthanize these animals. Well, they euthanize them. By euthanize, you don't really know how they're.
So they're like
really
fucking Michael Viking dogs and shit.
Yeah, because you have it costs. Look, and I can tell you this right now because we just recently had to make euthanization, arrangements. It costs you between $300 and $500 to euthanize an animal, right? So if you're a for-profit enterprise and you're gonna cut corners, guess what?
Yeah,
and that's just the lady who granted there are some places there are reputable breeders, there are reputable distributors, but in this case it's not so much. And so it's the puppy store in Manassas. Don't burn it down because there are animals and nice buildings attached to it, but feel free to defecate on their front step. That's my PSA for today.
I got something they could do.
But the lady apparently, this is funny. It was Erin Coyne who was on the lineup last night. She stopped. I mean, she pretty much made part of her routine last night was she was very outward and vocal about it. And she put out a bunch of adoption pages. She's trying to get some at-risk dogs adopted, and she made a good joke. She was like, "This lady is like the Cruella de Vil of Manassas, just far less dressed, or I forget how she phrased it, but she said she dressed like shit." And then because the crowd was primarily a lot of people, very fashionable people, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. They were like, yeah, they're like, fuck that bitch, and I was like, yeah, that's just like. But,
dude, that's wild. Are there reputable people that breed dogs? Is there or like because I know they have what are those people get show dogs, the stuff that used to interrupt wrestling when I was a kid, like the Westminster dog show. But it sounds to me like no matter what they're doing, a lot of those people are
it's supply
more like Joe Exotic and the other lady.
At the end of the day, it comes to supply and demand, right? And it's like, and listen, I don't want to poop on anybody's parade because it's just my silly little opinion here, but it's just it comes to supply and demand, and it's like prostitution, right? Mm-hmm. Prostitution is illegal because the foundation on prostitution being illegal is that you're creating a supply, or you're creating demand for the supply of sex trafficking. In the case for me, even if you're a responsible breeder, you're still creating a demand for that's going to have an offshoot of people doing it irresponsibly. And so with that being said, I think I've talked about it before. I want to become like the Carol Baskins of dogs, and I'm going to go lobby to Congress to make it so you have to be so hyperly regulated. And this is very ironic coming from a fundamental anarchist that I want any involvement from these people. But it's hard to, round up a group of vigilante death squads to go out and take care of these shitty dog people. But yeah, I think it just needs to be. I think breeding needs to be more regulated. It needs to be more so for like purpose, right? Like not like especially with the crossbreeding stuff, like and all that. You're kind of playing with nature at that point in time, and like creating like French bulldogs. I love them; they're so cute. But yo, man, could you imagine if your life was spent like you breath every time you breathe was like that?
Yeah.
That can't be fun. That
No,
can't be cool.
no.
The
you
best
know?
people are the
You've-
ones are doing the rescuing, and ironically, the freaking regulation thing is it sucks until it touches something you care about.
Yeah.
I do want to add something that sex work is real work, and that the issue with dogs is they don't have consent. They
Right.
can't consent to breeding, getting bred. That's where
Sure,
the
and-
real problem is. They don't say I want to do this; they're forced.
Yep, and I will, also to touch on that, and I do want to respect sex workers, is that's like I was saying. The point I was trying to make was that the premise of why we make prostitution illegal in our country, not the way I feel
got
about
it.
it. Yeah, it's like
But I just wanted to add
clear.
it, so to add that for you, I had your
All right,
back
cool.
by
It's
making
cool,
that
man. You
statement.
got-
And the other thing,
Tammy,
is,
you're spicy, and you got weapons on right
But
now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
I was
I'm within reach.
clarifying for you because I
Okay.
knew that's what you meant. But
Yeah.
also, I have a fun fact based on that you'll like.
Okay.
That the crone was Carol Baskin for Halloween a couple years ago.
That bitch.
Oh,
That
there's also
bitch.
another link in.
Yes,
uh,
yes,
new
I have
song
done
that we have
methamphetamines.
has to do some canid, right?
Our new song?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you know.
snarly yowl. Well, that's a
Yeah.
cryptid, but it is based on like a dog-like creature.
Cryptid,
Yeah.
canid. Canid, cryptid.
What is that? A new word that I don't know? I should know.
Canid?
A cryptid,
Cryptid?
cadid. What? I'm gonna. Is this? I'm
Cryptid's
like
a word.
Peter
Yeah.
Piper picked a pepper. What's happening?
Cryptid canine.
Canine. What?
Cryptid canine.
Would you call it?
Chilling in the
Can
crevasse.
you say it again?
Yeah, you gotta say it.
Uh,
Come on, dog.
Cryptocanid.
Canid. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
A
Got
cryptid.
it.
I got
yeah.
lost on the
So
second
it's like
did.
I got lost
Canine
there for a minute. I
version
was
of
like,
the
yeah, that is
cryptid.
a word.
Okay.
I just shuffle
yeah.
in my
Do you
like,
know about the snarly
Rolodex in my.
Have you all ever heard of that?
Heard of what?
The snarly owl.
I've heard the song when you performed it, but I do not know about. I didn't know it was anything more than a
So,
song title.
It's
So,
a
no.
local cryptid. Because
So local to here or the Shenandoah Valley?
yes,
Valley
so
up into West Virginia.
I was
Oh, okay.
writing a song based on a cryptid, and the first one I wrote because I texted you, I just wrote a racist song by accident because it was about the snarly gaster, and that is a cryptid, and I think even the fabulous beast or whatever based on it. So when you just read a brief description, you don't know the real history, as with everything.
Yeah.
that
Talk
exists.
right into the mic.
Everything you exist, there's a history you don't know about.
Right.
You have to dig really deep and cross-reference, and it's exhausting. So when you first found that Snallygaster, it was just like a magical, mythical creature. And then after I wrote the song, I wanted to get more details, for looks and things like that. And I saw that it was something that was from Scotland that got brought over, and they used to scare enslaved people from not running. So I said, I'm glad I know this right now. And I ripped that fucking song up. And I was like, fuck this. Oh my gosh. I need to now find a non-racist cryptid. And I found the snarly yowl, which is based on a dog-like creature. They don't, like, the different descriptions are like...
It's yowl.
Yowl.
Yeah, I thought it was snarly owl, and I was just thinking of like a
Yeah.
really
Oh.
like a judgmental lavender owl being like, "Oh,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
girl,
Westfield
You know?
Yowl.
We're disgruntled. Very disgruntled.
don't run."
Yeah. So it's kind of like it could be headless. It could have a head. It has big red eyes, so it must have a head. I don't know, but it's all the way from Frederick to this area in West Virginia.
Okay.
So we're probably hopefully we'll have it done
Well, yeah.
and be able
Well,
to publish.
we just got pretty much everything recorded. We've been working on mixes to get that one song done. So
Yeah.
probably after the show, we'll probably put that out so you guys can hear it after the show
Cool.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, world premiere coming at you.
But don't
from
forget, there's a
Crone The Crow.
dance that goes to it,
Oh,
which
wow.
you're going to be doing
Okay.
on Saturday.
Okay, I hope it's similar to the Bartman. That's
You should
what-
talk about Saturday a little bit.
We will.
Yeah, we should talk. There's a
Do
few
you
things.
guys have any more
Man, there's a
snarly
few,
yowl?
you know what I'm going to talk about? There's a fifth one of you. There's a fifth one of you,
There's a
isn't
fifth
there?
and a sixth.
There's a fifth and a sixth. One of them,
Maybe
she
a seventh.
didn't make it tonight.
The
But-
most mysterious.
Yeah, but she's judgmental. What's going on?
Oh.
Say what's up, Celia. Yeah, she's watching right now, so I know that. That's that's because I was on the phone earlier, and I'm sorry if I looked rude, but I was sending links to just everybody on my that was live on my thing, and then Rachel texted me. She's like, "Celia and I say get off your phone," and I was like, "Hey."
Ha ha.
Like, so whatever, y'all.
You got called out. I love it.
Yeah, of course you do.
Well, I'll tell you what.
So I'll
you
be a
better not.
snarly owl on
You don't fuck around with Celia because Celia is a witch. She is sinister Celia. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
And if she doesn't curse you, the crone will. So I have all my witches' backs. So they are right to stay on you. That's what their job is. From the crone.
Man,
sent them to stay on you.
And the whole time I thought she was just drawn to my Barney Rubble good looks. Jesus. That's fun, but we actually saw Celia on her 21st birthday. That was this week. Yeah, she did. You know what? She was very responsible. I was like somewhat disappointed. I was disappointed and proud at the same time. I thought maybe we might see oh yeah, we'll see what happens, but.
Crone's witches are not messy.
Oh, that's good. That's good, man.
And Celia's got a few tricks up her sleeve on Saturday night too. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man,
your guitar players are definitely messy though.
It's and you know what? It's always the quiet. It's always the quiet ones. It's always the quiet ones.
Expect a lot of slop.
Yeah, man. That's that's why you have a sixth as well.
So we have a drummer.
Okay.
And which rotates a little at
Right.
times. So and those people play other instruments. So sometimes you're playing one instrument, you'll appear in another role another time. You never know. So we have Chris Gobby's playing drums with us this show. Okay. But also maybe you'll see him play mandolin. Maybe he'll sing one day. You never know. And we have the witches that float in and float out whenever they're around and whether they're coming through this realm, which is Siren Cynthia. And also Sinister Celia. So also does multiple things in the band whenever they're floating through. But they have other realms that they run. So they only come and play with the crone once in a while.
Awesome.
We do have
is there another? There's
another Crone and Crow alumni drummer like Spinal Tap where they explode. And it's actually the alumni is from Helltown Radio. Our most awesome local hero, actually Luray local, but either way, we'll still claim him as our Mike Hasty.
Mike Hasty is a local to planet Earth.
Mike Hasty's our shaman, and he floats through.
He's our shaman. He floated through for us a couple times.
Yes, and he might float through on Saturday. We're not sure.
Mike Hasty's been on the show now 3 times. We've had Mike on, and I'm glad that you didn't invite him. I don't think that physically or ego-wise we could have fit him in the room.
No. But also, he has another episode for you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Dude. I think he has like an entire Encyclopedia Britannica of his follies. And
he's the only one that has the show titles instead of being like Mike Hasty, and we use their name again. His is the Mike Hasty Chronicles is what we put it as on YouTube.
That's perfect.
It started off when we brought Mike on, and I mean it's like you guys know he's like an onion. You peel the layers on him, and it just gets stinkier and stinkier. But we brought him on because I was like I met him at the Catamount Lounge, and I was like, all right, man, this dude is 72 years old. He does yoga and he does music. That's interesting enough. Then we get the dude on, and he starts talking, and like. It turned into it was Forrest Gump on LSD, and it would be the Forrest. It was the Forrest Gump. It was like I was just sitting there, like I felt like an old black woman on a park bench.
We're not recording this shit, are we?
listening to a story from a mildly autistic dude. It was fantastic.
I love you, Mike Hasty.
Oh, I love you too.
We love.
You are the best, isn't he?
We would not have brought him back.
Any negative views at Mike Hasty or Manassas for that matter is not shared necessarily with the band.
Hey,
I grew up in Manassas. Manassas is a shithole.
3/4 of the band.
Well,
only regarding Manassas, of course.
I don't know if you know this about Mike Hasty or not, but he has actually he worked for Pfizer for a little bit, and he did some R&D for them, and they actually synthesized his blood to make Viagra. That's
he is somewhat of a sex symbol, isn't he? My favorite story of his was the hair protest.
The hair protest.
Oh, long
That
hair
was
don't
like the
care.
be-
Yeah, like of all things, you know what? It's not fair that we don't get to have long hair in the United States military. I just don't think that we should. Chris, I think you would
I
agree too,
love
right?
that story.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
my favorite.
It's a great one. We'll bring Mike on for the fourth and maybe last chapter, but I hope not.
It's
actually.
a good one. I already know a little bit in it. When he told me he hadn't even gotten to that point on this podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, they still have a whole like really entertaining story. I'm telling you, it explains the whole like Phoenix Rising, Mike Casey. To who
I
knows?
mean, at this point in
Mike,
the,
I won't
at,
tell the story. I'll let you tell it. Nobody could tell it like you can.
at this point in the Mike Casey Chronicles, we've gotten through like 3 wins against the U.S. government.
4, dude. We're at
4. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we're
I
at
forgot
4,
about.
dog.
He goes
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I
Goes
know.
hard in
Do
the
you guys
paint.
know? Do you guys know about that story about him? Like how he sued and won against the United States, or did they go after him, or he go after them?
Which one? The first one.
Well, he had one time where he decided he was when he was in the Air Force in Germany that that it was just fucking unreasonable and unbelievable that the airmen there had to have short and tight, high and tights, and so he started a protest so that they could because all the European countries you can have a beard and hair as long as you're not in combat, and so he started a protest. He got honorably discharged as a result, and so that was ding number 1 for him on it.
So he won. Does that mean he could have had he got money and he could have afforded to have a drum set when he was playing with us?
I mean, I don't, listen, Mike, to say lately, I would just say this about that. Mike would be the first person I would ask for musical advice and spiritual advice from. Mike would be the last person I would ask for financial advice from. So
That's perfect.
yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
I don't know. We never talk money, but I mean, he's great for spiritual advice.
No, Mike's the man, dude. He's such a cool. Him and Kevin Gartland. They are 2 older gentlemen I've met in my life in the past year and a half that have given me so much hope about aging. Like I
know, right?
I have
The
such a
Crone
denial
forever.
thing about it, but those 2 old men, they make they don't dress like they don't dress like grandpa, and they act like grandpa in a certain way too. Because every time I ask for candy, they got hella of gummies on them too. Yeah.
They do. They do.
Instead of getting a Werther's, you get you get a 2. I saw my friend Kevin
200 milligrams.
Yeah, I saw my friend Kevin last
200
night.
milligram Werthers.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Another local I'd like to shout out before I forget with my brain that flitters and flutters is Jay Lewis.
All right, Jay.
Shout out to Jay Lewis.
Light skin
Involved
Ken.
in some go-go. I want to go shake my ass next week, Lita. You want to go?
What day?
To
is
the
it?
go-go?
I'm taking my children to college, so
Oh
I don't
gosh,
know.
that's
like,
right. Real life
I'm, like,
stuff. Well,
really
we'll talk about
sad-
it later.
Sad drive
I think
to
we.
Richmond.
I think Jay was talking about us broadcasting from there.
Yeah, from the.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Let's do
Okay,
it.
cool.
Jay,
As
man,
long
we
as
coming-
it's not
we
a
coming
day
for
that
you.
I'm
Coming for you.
Another
Kicking
member
my kids out
that's
of the
not
nest.
here.
Who?
She calls out her mom at shows. Sadie.
That's
Mm,
right.
She's our secret,
Oh my gosh, Sadie Shotton. So yeah, she really is.
We know
She's
some
my
of Sadie.
punk co-singer.
Yeah, dude. She does her and Julieta do guest bartending over at Melissa Ichiuji's spot every once in a while.
Is Sadie bartending?
No, they do it's like guest. It's not like a formal thing. It's like kind of. I think it's just like she's helping out, voluntarily. But I met her through Julieta.
I don't think we're speaking of the same person.
Sadie, does she have dreads?
No.
No, oh, never mind. We are. That's just weird because in my world, a woman dreads Sadie, small town.
And I think she. We'll see the suggestion. Yeah, no. Yeah, Sadie sometimes comes on a very special night and comes and sings with me. So, our hit is Shit List together.
Nice.
Next,
Talking to the mic,
we're
dogs.
gonna do Violet. And I definitely want to mention some of the people that are going to be performing with us tonight. It's okay.
What about these boys again?
The old man and the Muppets.
No weeds. Oh man, the Muppets. By the way, have you seen our? We have a public service announcement here.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
The reason.
No, right here we have the let's not make gay decisions, Kermit.
Listen, Kermit's the reason I'm playing banjo,
That's
man.
the only decisions I want to make.
Yo,
That's the reason to play band.
I'm a massive Jim Henson fan, and especially Kermit. I identify more with Fozzie, but I love Kermit. He's my man's. I have a ton of my collection is pretty intense. For a 45-year-old man, it's both impressive and shameful at the same time.
Kermit's got a high emotional IQ.
He also got a gaping butthole. I saw a dude with his whole hand inside of Kermit once.
Man, the other day I got actually for some reason they kept like my algorithm kept putting Jim Henson's funeral like on, and like it was so like crazy. Man. Yeah, well people came out and performed like yeah Henry Belafonte did Harry Belafonte did his that song he did. I forget the name of it. Dude, it was fucking man, it was tearjerking.
The Tallyman Bananas song.
Yeah,
did he go?
Daylight
Yeah.
come and
Did-
me wanna go
Aren't you
home.
the tearjerker somewhere over the rainbow? That version.
So
That's not Harry.
No, that's the Rainbow Connection
Yeah.
is the song you're thinking of. I actually that was
Rainbow Connection.
yeah,
That's Kermit.
Yep.
Oh,
Kermit.
okay.
Yeah,
of course.
Kermit. Yeah, that's the beginning of the
Kermit's from Hawaii. You didn't know that? Yeah, he's a tree frog. No, very few people know that. It's
Huh.
yeah, that's why they don't really show his hands that
Oh.
often, because they don't want to give away that he's living the good life in Hawaii.
Explains why he likes meth too. I just got that from Dog the Bounty Hunter. Apparently, that's all that's going on the islands these days,
Oh, okay.
according to Dog.
Turn the World Around. Is the song he
Yeah, that
performed.
song is fucking tear. That's a tearjerker, bro.
Well, I ain't put it on now. Yo, he had. Yo. Yeah, now I'm just. I shouldn't have typed in Jim Henson, Harry Belafonte, because the first thing that pops up is funeral. Then it's,
Yeah, it was like. Yeah.
But he had Muppets at his funeral, so.
Yep. He did. It was crazy, man. But no, we need to talk about some more lighthearted shit than Jim Henson's death, man. I'm already like we got enough. I think let's talk about fun death stuff and like let's talk about the Crone The Crow. So how long have you all been playing together?
Not even a year.
Not even a year. Wow.
Yes, things move fast in the Crohn's world.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we kind of
it was just
her and I started. We were living in Florida, and we were kind of starting to lose our minds. So we were like, "Hey, you know what? Let's start playing some music together, figure it out." And so we just started doing cover songs and started writing some things. And I was like, "Hey, man, let's do this." And then what we did was we played the homeschool. We did a homeschool thing.
So there was this conference that we hosted every year at the Kalahari, which is the largest indoor water park in the country, where they had an ongoing jam session for about 4 hours every night. And all the unschoolers from across the country had a conference here and had all kinds of crazy, wacky, fun things to do 24/7. But we were the jam spot, and they had real instruments, so you could come and play them. And then it was so almost like karaoke, but not quite. And some of them didn't even know how to play. So we that was our first time we played anywhere. Was just there. That's all we were doing it for fun. That's all we thought to pass the time because we had to be there so long.
And then one of our friends come up to us and he goes like, "You got to take this out on the road, man." He goes, "This stuff's great." So we were like, "Okay." So we started like really kind of working at it a little bit more and then writing some songs, right?
Yeah. But before that, Rafe's been in music for years. I was a visual artist and a performance artist. I didn't do any music. I've only done music this past like year and a half. So it's completely new to me. So it really a lot of the darkness, the themes come from what was going on at the time. We hated being in Florida. I had almost all my family died in 1 year, and one of was a horrific murder. So when I say that I looked at evil and it looked away first, it's because I actually did. Like I actually looked into the eyes of that person. And so everything that is fun, we're getting back to the darkness, but there's a good message to this. What I'm trying to say is through that, we've processed it and we control the darkness and we control the narrative. And we also know that the real monsters are not people that look like us or act like us. It's the people that blend. So that is the serious undertone. And then you take that and you take this as the background of the world we're living in right now, And we said, we just want to fucking have fun. That is all that matters now, is having fun and offering other people a moment to not think about any of that. So if you want to go away from everything, come to the darkness. The darkness is calling you. Because here, we're having a fucking good time. You can wear what you want. You can love who you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're being cool. Just don't be a dick. Just like in the punk world, the Crone has the same rule.
We really wanted to come up with like a theme to things.
Sure.
'Cause we just didn't want to be that band that just steps up and just starts playing. We wanted to like, because
we want to play with you, not
yeah,
at you.
The first concert I ever went to, August 8th, 1979, was a Kiss concert. So.
Oh shit!
Shut up!
Do it. They had to do it. Oh no,
So,
Kiss has to be brought into everything.
That's really what it's
only
all about. That was
50%
the
of
first
us are
concert
into
I
it.
ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
So
He caught Gene Simmons'
and
cod
I
piece
caught-
at the end of the
yeah,
show.
and
Still
so
has it.
so that's kind of what I was like. You know what? I'd rather have a band because like if people are going to come see a band, especially if they're going to spend some money to see a band, we're supposed to be entertainers.
Yes.
So it's like you got to entertain people, and that's always like in the back of my mind. It's like I want to visually entertain people as well as musically entertain them. And
Yeah.
so that's why those cool bands that are out there, like Slipknot, things like that,
Yeah.
all those visual
Sleep
bands.
Token. What's the Pope?
Guar.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Guar, all those
Guar,
bands,
Guar
I
the
mean,
Goat.
they're fun. It's an experience to go watch them play.
Yeah.
And watch them do
We don't
something.
want you to worry about nothing else when
No,
you're
man,
with
we
us.
want to have a blast.
I'm super.
Have fun.
I know you. First of all, I'm so honored that y'all are letting me get down with this, and because this is like part of my midlife crisis is that I've been like seeping into entertainment, and so like this is like an extra like fun thing that something to try out, and so
Yeah.
I'm super hyped, and like the whole concept of it for me to talk like everything you just said, yes, like such a cool concept, man. To like take something that. My initial thought was like, all right, I'm just gonna tell a couple jokes and MC it. But then I was like, as we talked, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It was a really cool, like, it's a really, really, really awesome concept. That the only thing I will say, I think is that you guys gotta get a big stage, man. You get pyrotechnics.
We're worried about that.
I am saying
It always
pyrotechnics,
gets bigger.
animatronics.
Every time, right?
Like, dude, yeah, man. This is like, and you guys are so well coordinated, man. This is like under a year, and you guys already have a coordinated outfits. You got the characters down. You got the look. George and I don't even have underwear on. Like it is.
I am wearing
Too,
drawers,
we're really good at
goddammit.
that.
And
The music thing, there we can do that too.
Next
really.
one.
Well, I know that the music.
After we got together and came here,
Really,
he,
guys?
he played our first show with us at a theater. So, and then Mark came to that show. Oh, go ahead. Can you edit?
Go ahead.
Guthead came to
It's
that
too late.
show.
We're live, but it's cool. He's got head.
Guthead came to that show.
Actually,
And
they found me in a
we-
ditch, and I have
Man.
And
no
we
recollection
cursed
of any
him,
of this.
and he's now. And
Virginia, though.
it,
How's
came,
that?
it became
Yeah.
something completely different once they joined. It's not even remotely what it was in the beginning.
So do you
It's
cast
so
spells?
much more than I could have imagined,
Do you
and I'm
cast
really
spells
grateful.
on them to make them different people? Because I
Yeah.
need some spell foolery in my life. Like make the ATM.
Well, I mean, spell, seance, potato. I mean,
My man. No, this is fantastic, man. Like,
Yeah, man, we're trying to put on that show, man, and entertain people. So
it's gonna be-
that's what our gig is, and
It's really
hopefully the music's good too. So that's what we try to work on
Well,
as well, man.
we
Make sure
couldn't
we're
get away
tight.
with it if it wasn't. I'll be honest. It would just be me acting like a weird person running around. People would be entertained for like 5 minutes, and that it would get boring. It's only because they're fucking badasses. And I'll put them up against any motherfucker around here. If you want to go on to a battle of the bands, bitches, let's
you
do
go,
it.
girl.
Oh, dude.
This is on. Let's get back into wrestling now. Let's do a wrestling match at the same time.
Brother.
Right? So they
Oh,
give,
you want
me
more
a
of that?
platform.
Woo! I'm gonna come on down to your house. I'm gonna jump off the swing. Oh, what's that? Is that a turnbuckle? No, that's your impending doom. Your back's gonna be all fucked up. Your legs gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be like, oh, what happened to my legs? They got figure 4. That's what happened, boy.
Woo! And we have other people coming. We have you. That's going to be exciting. You're our MC extraordinaire. We have Julieta and this crow. I am really excited. Going to fly in. We have a deranged Dr. Zamboni, who does an escape. He's a clown that does an escape artist act. And screaming Mad D, the bard of the Hell Realm. Oh my
D
gosh.
Calhoun's coming.
D Calhoun.
He's a
Yes.
solo artist that's got some really great stuff.
Powerful. Acoustic metal,
Yeah.
like acoustic doom metal.
And what he does,
Acoustic doom metal. Does he like tune to like drop C and
Yeah,
then?
exactly.
Yes,
That's
it's
exactly.
awesome.
the
I gotta
tuning.
see this.
No,
Yes.
it's exactly. the
And
tuning. It's drop
He's
C.
powerful.
He's a
Like
quad
he's won
rectifier
screaming
for the record.
contests.
If you drop to B flat, you can do like jazz metal. You know,
There's a
But the cool concept about D, and then, hopefully everybody when he comes there, he's got his books. He writes books and that coordinate with some of his music,
Oh, like concept
Coheed
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Coheed and Cambria does.
Yeah.
But he's got like books that match themes of.
That
some of
shit's
the stuff
always
that he
awesome.
does.
Yeah. And he's a great creative guy.
Great and such
And
a powerful.
He
voice,
said
man.
people don't invite him into these spaces, because they look at him, they see this big metal dude, right? Like screaming and powerful. But I think he's gonna blend so well with us. And I'm super excited. And because he just released an album, and his song "Kill a Motherfucker" is my new fucking favorite. If you want to get your anger out, if you want to process what's going on with somebody that like feels you, that's the song. He does another one about taking off the piece of shoulder of a Klansman and burying him too. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, that's. I mean, do you ever? When you were down in Florida, did you ever hear of a author named Carl Hiaasen? Awesome author. He did at least whole series of books that he's most famous. He worked for the Miami Herald, and he was big and very anti-Disney. He has books out that are just like very scathing, tell-alls and stuff. But he did this whole series of murder mysteries, and it's just kind of like this is all kind of like reminding me of like how like the character development of like the people, how Florida molded them into something like almost like this. So
Cool.
Very
well,
fun.
We wrote a song about Florida too that might tie in, so I can't wait for you to hear it to see like if it fits with like the novel and all that too.
is it gators?
It's alligators.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's alligators. So it's funny you mentioned it. So that's about Florida. Do you want to talk about it at all? Or?
I just want to say one more act so I don't forget with this brain.
Okay, do it.
Is
We
the
actually-
glamour of the night, Katya Attention. That's her name. She is a drag performer, local extraordinaire from the whole area and in DC too. And she's going to be at the Catamount Lounge. And I think you're the first to have drag on Main Street inside. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe anybody else has done this before. And I'm trying to do something new by incorporating, because I believe drag belongs in all forms of art, to bring her through. So she's also going to be there. So I think all the performers, right? I named them all. I don't want to leave anyone out. There's so many now. It's like exciting.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
It's
right?
a cabaret.
It's
Yeah.
a cabaret. All right.
We actually have a question in the chat.
Life is a cabaret.
Rachel wants to know about the song Gators and how they came up with it, if we have the time.
Man,
Yeah.
Shit, somebody's actually listening right now in the real time. Oh shit. Okay.
It was me.
You mean about the song Gators? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, really, we were just kind of riffing on some stuff. I was like,
It was
I was
part
like,
of
you
our
know what?
frustration of living there. It's a true story,
I
really.
need to I don't want to play the bass so much because I was playing the bass all the time.
He was famous for it. Don't let
that
him
was the
fool
whole
you.
thing,
He had a
Well,
whole big background about it.
I'm trying to
Okay.
get to that.
So I was like, you know what? I need to try to change some things around. I said, I'm going to learn how to play the banjo. So I started learning how to play the banjo, and then I started learning. I wanted to get more into acoustic guitar. I started messing around with different tunings, and I kind of came up with a riff for Gators. And I said, look, you want to try to put some lyrics over this? And she was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about how life is down here. And so she started writing the lyrics to it, and that's how that really kind of came together.
But I had to do a spin. I couldn't just be talking straight up. I made this story about a time-traveling woman whose portal broke down in Florida, and she has to get out.
That's such
Where
a
did
good
that-
premise for a story,
where did
man.
that
Like,
portal
I love
come
time
from?
travel, and I love.
Say it again.
Where did that portal come from?
It was her. I don't know how she got there because the
Okay.
portals are all over. I don't know who originated or
Okay.
built them. That's a whole podcast
So-
for another time to see who actually created the portals. I just know how to get through them. That's
I have
it.
so many portal
So I want to
questions.
know more about your portals too. Oops.
Heyo.
It's
We talking portholes.
starting to become a party in here. So with alligators, I wanted to be kind to the few people. There's good people there stuck in shitty situations. So I tried not to go too hard on the song. So I made it about the era, not all of Florida and the people, because there is some cool history and some cool people there. So that's what the song is about. And I was writing it during the time where my Uncle Robert, I wanted to jam it. He was going to die. I thought he had like maybe another year. So I was really excited because he always jammed with me growing up. And like he died while I wrote this song, but I put an homage to him in there because he was like super inappropriate country guy. I'm Mad Dog from Mad Dog Town. You know, I fucking loved him. He put me in some crazy whack situations in trailers and bars back in the day. But we did that shit. He was a good guy. He loved everyone. He wasn't a stereotype. You know, not all country people that we look at are racist or bigots or anti-LGBTQ. He wasn't any of that. He was a cool motherfucker, but he was proud to be a redneck. He would wear hats and shit that said it. But he also was really inappropriate, and he had these jingle jugs.
Y'all know what jingle jugs are?
No, I do not. But now I have something to look
dance.
up.
They look like the
Like,
fish
you know
put
Billy
on the
Bass? You know the Billy Bass?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it for jingle jugs.
wall. Okay.
And take the Billy Bass concept and put jugs on there.
And he would like embarrass my aunt when
dance.
the church leaders came with the jingle jug, and they were hysterical.
Holy shit.
They exist. They're expensive on eBay. I tried to get him when he died, so I could, but I couldn't. So then what happened is he used to always have this saying, "What do I like?" And it'll be titties and beer, but also rock and roll. And he'd always just say rock and roll. So in the song, I say rock and roll, motherfucker, and that is for Robert. And
Shout
if
out
anybody else
Robert.
wants
Rest
to
in
scream
peace.
titties and beer, it's okay with the Crone.
Titties and beer, yo. You heard it here
That's
first.
a good combination.
I mean,
I hope that was a long explanation, Rachel, but you've got the full scoop now.
You know what? I think that when you guys start expanding and doing the arena tours and stuff, man, you're gonna need to have a good set builder, right? And somebody who has a good artistic eye for like the type of oddities thing. Lita, I think that like if you just took your art and made it this larger scale for like the stage, dude, that would be kick ass.
I could do that.
Like
I was
whole
actually
ass
thinking
bears.
about getting. Someone asked me to do a mural, and so I used to do that a long time ago. But like it was like tame. Like I did nurseries for new parents and shit like that. I never did anything really
There they
cool or
are.
strange. So
You should make a really big jingle jugs too.
They dance. They dance.
Oh.
They
And then the top drops.
Dude.
Yeah, the top drop.
Like if you could imagine, yeah, like 12-foot jingle jugs, man, that would be like a great. Like, what's the show where they do that shit where they build like this, like I forget. There's a show on, huh? Yeah. Well, no, there's a show. It's on TLC, and they build actual like real toys. Like it would be like the real version or something, like or the large scale version of something. Like so. Or I've seen like Mr. Beast. He's got one of his episodes where he builds his giant Coke bottle, and then they got giant Mentos. Yo, Mr. Beast, if you're listening, sir, please could you make some like 50-foot jingle jugs for us, man? That'd be awesome. And then have it be like a water slide that has beer going down it, and you slide through the cleavage.
like
Maybe
a
he can make 'em
luge
for
kind of.
you.
Yeah,
A
A
boobluge.
bluge.
Yeah, a bluge.
A bluge. Booblage. Booblage.
It would have to be like really large though, so that get the water.
The bigger the better.
Going
Them
on.
double D's.
Yeah.
Double D's, man. We're taking it to where you have to go
F
out
and G's.
You have to go out of the
F
country.
and
You have to go
G.
out of the country to get the sizes we need.
Like we're going to like Romania.
That's a boob implant joke, guys.
Oh.
If you don't, you got to go like in America. They think they can only go up to a certain size. I don't
Oh,
know.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a wrinkle. Hey, he could have gone to school.
Dude. You know what? It was. You know why I know about this? Because I watched this. It was one of the. I forget what murder mystery show it was on, but. Hear me out. So what they did, how they had to identify the body was she had very specific breast implants in her that were larger than were legal. So they identified her by finding the serial numbers on these breast implants, and they were from another country, and then they were able to trace it to like this whole
Genius.
thing. That's
Sadly,
crazy
I
shit.
saw that episode.
Thank you. Fuck yeah, Ray. Thank you, bro. Crow, my man. Thank you so much. See, like it's again, it's
I
like
mean, I believed it.
I mean,
Like I know it's like I
it's
watched a lot of those.
I
I
also-
haven't caught that one though.
When you
so
have to
I'm gonna
provide an
have
explanation so detailed about this, It just says lie.
Listen, man.
How you know this?
I don't know, man. It's,
Just
you know,
made
if
it
you
up.
look like this, you have to do a lot of explaining. You know, to everybody, you're like everybody. I'm cool. I'm smart. It's okay. Please. You know. Oh shit, dude. So you guys all have like a big, besides we've discussed, you're artistic getting new into music, and you guys are musicians getting into performing art, right? Would that be a fair assessment of this situation?
Well, I think we've all kind of had it in us, but we've never. I don't think. Just speaking for myself, I've never been in a band that's been this visual before. So it's more just been focused on the music, and that's about it. So yeah, I would say that we are getting a little bit more into performance art, but I think Mark's done or Gunhead's done a lot more stuff than as far as that's concerned. So
Yeah, I think the
What about you,
veil,
Mike?
veil
How would-
definitely is. That I could tell that he's a veteran in the performing arts game, because you have to go hard to be able to do that, dude. That's I'm solid, bro. But yeah,
It's actually very poor craftsmanship if you get up close. But that's
that doesn't matter, bro. It's
Yeah.
you're selling. I'm sold on it, man.
Guthead, you should like extend it from like the very edge of the brim all the way back to the head, because then it'll look like you got like some type of PM Dawn thing going.
yeah, well, I have a
Set a drip of memory.
just you find a way to work that reference in
Yo.
every time. I bet.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret that we're all candidates for a prostate exam this year. So.
Oh Lord.
I don't have one of those,
You know
so
they,
not me.
they don't have to. A little known fact: if your doctor tries to hit you with the digital exam, it doesn't actually like do anything. They said it's like they've known about it for years. The digital, the finger in the ass.
Man, I should have known after the fifth. I should have known after the fifth time he had me do it.
You caught one.
After the fifth time, I was like, why am I coming back for this? How they lost the results this time?
Why am
You
I
said
pushing back on his finger?
Your dog ate the results? What? That's fucking crazy. I've heard some.
This has been
So
known for a
Bruce.
long time. This is common knowledge now.
Yeah.
Sometimes like just the synchronicity of like where science hits and a discovery is made when you hit at just the right age. It's correct.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like, if it had been like 10 years from now, I'd have been like, for real? For 10 years? Show up to the doctor like, hey, there it is. Do what you got to do.
You owe me a dinner.
After the third one, it's like getting your oil changed. It's like, bloop. All right. I'm going to go read a
It
magazine.
was 1,000 That was visual.
So you guys are, but I mean, if you don't want to speak outside character, it's cool. But if you guys have been in some pretty cool bands that have some notoriety, I believe. If my records show correctly. So yeah, so
I
you.
know, hide my file.
So where I don't know which one you guys wants to start, but like if you want to say a little bit, just a quick resume, a quick resume and a weird story from the road.
Yeah, honestly, these guys and some other friends that I played with out around Panic saved me from the darkness. I was in a band for 25. Well, I'm still in the band technically. We rise from the dead once a year. The Daycare Swindlers.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
We played last year in Manassas.
Fucking badass show. My God.
And there's a chance we might do another show coming up. But I mean, talk about freaking fun times. Theatrics, yeah, but not on purpose. Never on purpose. But
Extreme improv.
extreme improv. We said we were from DC just because nobody knew where the hell Little Washington and Rappahannock County was. But yeah, fun, and yeah, not dead yet. At least we aren't. I don't know if Punk is, but that's my shit.
All right.
You have so much more though.
That was the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I was born in the back seat of a Greyhound bus, Highway 41, and I don't know. I'm like a music school dropout, and I don't know. These guys picked me up. I tried to make a deal at the Crossroads.
Me and the devil.
It was just like, well, the movie Crossroads
With Britney Spears?
with
Oh.
Ralph Macchio and
Ralph
Steve
Macchio.
Vai.
Oh, shit.
that
My
battle,
bad.
that battle at
I
the
know
end.
exactly which one you're
You know
talking about, too.
the famous guitar battle at the end.
Yeah, dude, he's got
Yo,
a
yeah,
telly.
Yeah, well,
Steve
imagine
Vai
that.
loses.
Well, it was nothing like that.
Was
So
Was it like Whiplash? Did somebody throw a guitar at you?
I don't know. I woke up. They found me. You know, so.
And you just started whittling.
That was
No,
great.
but I did a lot of noise stuff and stuff, that was classified as noise, I guess.
Acid
And,
jazz.
I played acoustic guitar for a long time, and then I switched back to electric for a while, and then I really like roots type stuff, but I always like theatrical oriented stuff too, and so thankfully they found me, and it's great, because it has this kind of blend of stuff that's really interesting, because I'm into horror films and I'm into visual art, and it's really cool. And Tammy, I'm Crow,
Yeah, okay.
is amazing, and there's this whole vision, and yeah, they're just great to play with. The Crow is an amazing musician. You'll see, and he's got this spirit and just attack and aggression that's like so great when it comes out in a good way towards people who deserve it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry now. The Crone's dark heart is softening.
Yeah, there is some cruelty in this that Rafe was just going on about. He's a renowned bass player. He is the bass player. I was the bass player in the previous band too. God damn it! I wanted to do some different shit, but we're all doing different shit, which is the fucking coolest thing about the band.
Eventually, we'll all have basses.
Be like Spinal Tap
We'll
and
be
shit.
all bass lead all the time.
That's great, man. That would actually, that would be, is that like the Gypsy Kings, but just
In a
like,
way.
yeah.
So just to give people some background, Mike and I, we play different instruments. Like I'll play in one night. I'll play banjo, acoustic guitar, and bass. He will play bass, keyboards, and guitar.
All right.
And so we switch that up a lot for different songs. And so I mean, it's a heavy gig. So that's why we don't play a whole ton. We don't play a lot because it's a big show and it's a big production that we put on. We need a lot of space, and we have to do all these changes and have all this stuff going on. But I mean, I think that's what kind of sets it apart from what everything else is going on. It's like we're trying to do something different to give everybody another, not only visual, but also hearing something different coming out of it. So like not every song is just that pounding guitar, bass, drum thing, guitar, bass, drum thing.
Is it hard to get your levels? Because like from song to song, like and switching instruments, like the tones and everything.
Yeah, it does get challenging, but we do a lot of work on that at practice.
Yeah.
So it's like we practice quite a bit. We really get on stuff, and we really like. I record every practice we do is recorded, and then I send everything to everybody else so that they can all hear it and figure out what's going on, and then we kind of tweak all of our sounds and adjust things and try to get different levels.
Yeah, get your
try to figure
dynamics.
that out. Yeah, it's tough to manage. Like
When I saw you guys in Winchester, I was like, besides the switching instruments, I was like kind of surprised. Like between the switching, there wasn't like a big volume change or like tone change, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, we try to keep everything level. So I mean, that's just us working on it and listening to it over and over again, just to make sure that we've got all that stuff set right. Because like, Caretaker's got a bass amp and a guitar amp. I've got a bass amp and a guitar amp. We have AV boxes and we switch them back and forth, and so we try to make sure that everything is cool so that it doesn't blast out and knock somebody over. So, but yeah.
And we're just beginning, by the way. So this is beta stage.
All those rehearsal recordings, by the way, are going to be released slowly over time. For
Oh, like the
high
Grateful
cost.
Dead.
Yeah. We're going to wait until the band peaks and it kind of goes down on the other side. And then we're going to have these release, of this shit. And everyone's going to go nuts.
They're actually just waiting for my death to release them. That's really
We're slowly poisoning him with
mine.
each practice. We add
So they're ever
There's
practices.
a lot of evidence of things from practice.
Actually,
on
Mike
there,
is
too.
building a very large mouse trap that we planned, and we're gonna like lure him in with cheese or something. I don't know. Cheat. We're still trying to figure out the bait.
Crone The Crow's dogs will get away before
exactly.
The
What was the
Revenant,
question?
our drummer, the Revenant also plays multiple instruments too. So sometimes he'll be playing drums, but he might show up somewhere else. He's amazing as well. I'm very lucky.
He'll
I
play
am
sometimes.
very
He'll play
grateful for these
mandolin.
people.
Sometimes he'll play melodium. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he'll play harmonica. And yeah, he's. Oh yeah.
I don't even know what
Two
a
for
chord
Tuesday.
is.
You should get
Fancy
somebody to
Tuesday.
play that
I
fancy
don't even know what
harmonica
chord,
that
like
Stevie
A, B,
Wonder
C,
had.
D. I don't know.
Stevie Wonder on Isn't She Lovely has this weird harmonica. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video. And it has a button, so I don't know if it just has more keys on it or whatever, but that motherfucker is blind and just be like wow wow wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a chromatic harmonica,
Dude.
meaning that it's just not in one key.
You know that
His harmonica game is on point.
they took that harmonica and they made Geordie LaForge's glasses out of it on Star Trek.
He's also an excellent drummer.
Oh yeah, I
really
saw a video of him when he was younger
appreciated
play.
drummer, man. And it kind of did this whole hi-hat style that other drummers took on after him. If you listen to this, like he never repeats anything exactly the same twice, and his hi-hat stuff is just amazing. If you just listen to that, yeah, oh yeah, he plays drums on a lot of his stuff.
That fool's got vision.
All right, we got another question from the chat. Does each band member have a favorite Crone the Crow song, or a song that they were the most proud of?
Did you hear that? There's an audience question.
So what is your
favorite Crone the Crow song? I mean, I'll start. I mean, I really like Gators because where it's the beginning of everything. So Gators, and I just like the way everybody, after I had written that, and just had the basic parts, how these two guys came in and just kind of made things a little bit better on it. And the same thing with our new tune, Snarly Owl, coming out. I like that one a lot too because it was such a group effort to write that song, and everybody's kind of got a piece of it, and so really that's kind of like
That's
I feel
our
like that's
song
like the
together
vision of the
for
future
sure.
for the
Yeah.
band and where we're gonna go. So what's your favorite thing?
That is like, that's an evil question. I like it. Okay. Well, before I would have said, I call it The Crone Does Hollywood, but now I have to say at the moment it's Snarly Out, but for the same reasons. We all wrote it together. They came up with a great riffs like all the time. We flesh it out. I wrote it. It's because it's fun. It's local. It mentions Front Royal and stuff like that. So it's truly our song, and it's so fucking fun to do. And y'all are gonna dance with me doing it too. So it's gonna be your song as well.
So we've only got 2 completely fleshed out songs of our own. You guys just pick them, but we got a whole buttload in the hopper in the works.
Mhm.
But since I gotta pick something else, I gotta say "Long Snake Moan" by
Woo!
PJ Harvey. That
Mhm.
song is fucking punk rock. If you hadn't heard "Long Snake Moan" PJ Harvey, fucking wake up. That shit is on time. It's so goddamn good.
Well, I do it in the band, not PJ Harvey.
Oh,
Remember?
Guest appearances.
No disrespect to PJ Harvey.
Remember.
But, yeah. I have to say Snarly Owl. I mean, no disrespect to PJ Harvey.
They're all great songs.
No, it's got so many parts to it, and it's really great. It's got this spirit of several different styles of music that are all infused in this like really interesting way. And the lyrics are amazing. Content's amazing. And it's got different levels to it. You know, it's kind of got this veneer surface level of the band, but then you get below the surface, and there's actually some meat to it, which I think is kind of, it's not all theatrics, right?
Exactly. It's a great blend.
Yeah, just to let you know, we do the covers, but we try to take those covers and kind of turn them on their heads and do different instruments and try to like do instrumentation of it. So twist it a little bit. So,
Twisted?
Yeah.
Like I for the life of me, I don't understand how artists can cover a song exactly. Like I can't do it. I can't even get the strumming patterns half the time. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do this my own way. But maybe that's just me being hating any authority figure, even if it's a song I'm trying to learn. So,
Your own spin on it.
so what's your favorite band? You had to pick one. You're on a.
I can only pick one.
Yeah, only one. Top number one. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard question.
I mean, I gotta go with have to go with the band that probably influenced me the most, but it's not who you're gonna think it is. I'm gonna have to say Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, solid one.
I'm gonna do vanilla. It's Metallica. I'm just being truthful. That shit is still fucking timeless, and that's where I discovered music, and I gave me a fucking North Star. So,
Dude, I went to the Blacksburg show at Lane Stadium. Yeah, dude, and I feel you on it. Like Metallica is, for lack of better terms, a more pedestrian metal band. You know, for like it's for just good. Yeah, by now, but then at that point in time, and if you listen to like old stuff, like sometimes I listen to like their the garage days, I think stuff. Yeah, that and you hear it before it got totally synthesized and filtered, and like they had all the really expensive drums and everything. Like back when it was like rudimentary, it was just such like a fucking. I was thinking in my head, I was like, how cool the music scene was when that shit came out. Because before that, there was now like it's you know, and you know now and not taken away from it, but there's just a lot of metal bands out there, and it gets harder and harder, and you have all the spin-offs, and you have the deathcores and all the different stuff. But at the genesis of it all, what made heavy metal accessible and mainstream is Metallica.
it's weird nowadays. We're kind of at a point where it's like an embarrassment of riches that we're at the point now where saying that Metallica's your favorite band is kind of embarrassing. Not embarrassing. That's stupid.
No, they're like
but
our,
kind of
they're
just
like the Stones.
pedestrian, I guess. But it's
Yeah.
just weird that it's an embarrassment of riches that we have this much good metal. But
It's a collective connection.
Yeah.
And there, you cannot take away from the musical talent that they have. Like watching those dudes rock, and at that age was just fantastically impressive. I will say the crowd was a really interesting mix, man. It was a really interesting mix. Well, being at Lane Stadium, you had all the kids there. They know the football songs. They all know, and they know Enter Sandman, and that was literally the only song that 90% of people knew there. But there was also another interesting mix. There was guys like you and me that were there, like kind of like middle-aged metalheads that were kind of into the thing. And then you had but then they also, for some reason, people either brought their children or their grandparents with them. And like I'm talking about like little children at the show, and I get it. It's like, oh, your kid's seeing his first Metallica concert, but I had to be in order to offer the authentic experience to these kids for their first metal show. I had to turn into a disgruntled asshole, And I'm like, oh yeah, kid, like name 3 songs, Yeah, I remember my.
I saw the same. I went to the show in Maryland after long after Blacksburg. It's not Banner Stadium, whatever that stadium is. But it was the same kind of thing where it was like all those 3 different social makeups. But the thing with like the dudes our age, in their work suits from DC or whatever with their grandkids, and it was. I was blown away by it because you saw like the dirty motherfuckers that were there to fucking throw elbows and stuff, but they were like, no, they were like protective of that thing, and it was just like all these things work together still because they're all still coming from the same place and they're respecting like their adults bringing their kids there. So let's let this is cool. Let's foster this shit. I was warm and fuzzy.
Oh man, for me, like as a selfish asshole, I was like, yo, get the fuck out of my way, kid. And I was like, hey, why are you getting up against the rail? Like, no, but here's the true story. Pantera is on, and I fucking love Pantera. I was there more for Pantera than I was for Metallica, and oh, Jesus Christ, dude. They did start like the seismic like reading after that was like 7 point something. It was crazy, but I was at Pantera. I'm up against the rail, and I'm like getting into it, and like fucking, I'm just like jamming out, and I see like Phil Anselmo rolls up, and Zach Wilde was playing with them. And that was cool. I actually got to give Zach Wilde 5. That was cool. And I look around me, and it was like or just on both sides of me, 3 deep, was like grandma in like a pantsuit and that like Kato's jewelry that doesn't make any sense. And it was just like really like a surreal moment in my life, dude. And then, but well, yeah, but it was just interesting. It was like grandma's because I was there for action. I was like looking for like I was trying to find like
where's the wall of death?
They stopped the moshing. They stopped. They made like there was like a one designated moshing area, and it was like probably 8 people, and it was like there was more moshing at the metal show at the Catamount Lounge the following night when the brunch for babies and was it Throne.
Babies for brunch.
Oh, babies for brunch, man! I fuck up all these. Anyway,
I'm gonna take the microphone one more time because I have to give him more time to think of what his favorite band is. Yeah. Okay, you're out of time.
Oh no! I mean, no. This is like okay. If there's ever a demonstration of why to hate Metallica, it's. I mean,
by the way,
you shouldn't
I've been
feel
listening.
embarrassed to like any bit because I have enough embarrassment to cover all of us. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, man. No. I was gonna say myself. No, I do. No, I know. Now it's the pressure's on me. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Any band that I mention seems cliche and like bands that changed your life, and it's just kind of sad that the way that bands are presented and kind of caricatured in the media and stuff, they become these like, either heroes or like complete jokes, and sometimes both. So it's hard to say anything without getting this like imprint. But when I first heard Metallica, I was like completely blown away. But it's sad that kind of thing takes over. So when I say like Led Zeppelin, it's like okay, whatever.
Dude,
you know what I mean? But I just think when I think of my favorite bands, I think of bands that I feel like saved my life, right? And we all have that, kind of experience. And sometimes it just seems cheesy when you say it, but you can't really get into the depth of it, So, Band of Gypsies, Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
The New Year's Eve show where he talks about the war going on in Chicago and Vietnam, and he plays Machine Gun for 20 minutes, and it's fucking just earth-shattering. Bob Dylan, Desire, Blood on the Tracks. Those. Wild Cherry, Play That Funky Music, White Boy. I mean, I lost you there. I mean,
no, man, I was lost in the message, man. That was good.
That's a cool song, though.
That was good. That was
a
cool,
really good
yeah,
song that made them a lot of money, and a lot of people danced.
And it was
Nothing
funky.
wrong with that song.
It was funky.
Mine is
a whole lot
also
wrong
not
with the video.
like super eclectic. I would say mine is System of a Down, because I have a background in Zen for many, many decades. And I think when I listened to that, it matched me because I have that Zen, but I am aggressive, And the lyrics, I could tell before I even knew that we had the same, we were studying the same thing at the same time. So I just love those combined. I would have said Prince, but it's not a band.
Yeah.
Because Prince is who changed my life, man. That's what makes sex fun, too. I mean, my God. Prince is like celebrating sex, spirituality, gender bending, and rocking out. Hello, have you met me?
And
I'm going to change mine to Prince,
all
too.
the while still knocking on doors. Dude, that's wild. You did that as Jehovah's Witness. He still went out and did the.
He could have got me.
He
I'd
was
have been
always
like,
trying to connect with that spirit.
I know that would be wild as fuck.
I'd be like, Prince, just do that thing, and I'll be like, oh, good.
And then we
I'll
can't
join.
celebrate our birthdays anymore.
I love Prince too, man. That was,
What about you, Lita?
What, my favorite band?
Yeah.
It's always going to be Tool. That changed my
Great
life.
fucking choice. Yes.
I've always loved them. I love his voice. I like how he's progressed. His music is a lot more melodic now. Like, it's more calm, but
I typed in
he
Tool
can
and knew
sing
you were
his
going to say it.
thing. Yeah, you knew. But I do like a lot of I like a lot of music. I love punk rock music. I like the Ramones. I like Sex Pistols. I actually saw you guys play when I was a teenager, like a lot. Yeah.
Did you guys
a
play?
lot.
Did you guys
Yeah.
play it?
Yeah. Oh God.
Was it the garage?
I
Do you-
think there was
did-
like I don't know. I was always like riding with the older kids, so
Yeah.
I was like the 15, 16-year-old that. So. Yeah, absolutely.
Where did you play in Manassas? Like not the latest time, but back in the day.
Oh, back in the day, we got a song called about Verona. It was a pizza joint.
Yep,
It was real cool.
that's definitely where I saw you. We
Yeah, that's where I saw
yeah,
him.
like I was
That
like
was a fucking wild ass good time. there.
Verona's was a wild place sometimes. Like that floor got slippery.
I can't believe they had us back. It made no fucking sense at all. That place was destroyed every time.
Oh yeah, like it was a very small place with very slippery floors.
Yes.
There was a joke, not joke, that if they have us back, that means they're going out of business. It's not because of us, but it's an act of desperation to book a punk rock band for your. I don't know.
I remember one time I saw metal bands and like hardcore bands at El Taco in Manassas.
Yeah.
And they were selling El Taco food while a show was going on.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was,
is that by Sharpshooter? Remember Sharpshooters?
oh, Sharpshooters. Yeah, now Sharpshooters is a Hard Times, and it's not the same.
Yeah, man, we used to play there all the time. in
Dude.
Manassas.
That was the home of the Parliament the Parliament Coke straws, where people would just be like, "Bah, ready, let's go play some pool." Yeah. Don't look over here. I saw somebody do ketamine in the bathroom and they walk out. I was hilarious as fuck. That place was wild.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Manassas used to get wild
Yeah.
before.
I went to a lot of different shows in the garage. So remember, like
Bang
towards the
Island
end, they
somewhere.
would start playing like, they had like he had some.
Oh yeah,
DJ, like,
the
Start
garage.
getting like weird and ravey. Oh,
Yeah, and no, that I'll tell you exactly what that was. All right, so they used to have lots of punk rock shows, and that's when everybody was just smoking weed, right? And it was cool, and everybody started doing like meth and fucking. Then it became like speed metal, and then everybody started doing like fucking like downers and fucking ecstasy, and then it became a rave house. I was like, you can track this.
Yeah.
What drugs are they doing now?
I remember one time they had Prodigium there,
Yep.
and then like it was just like weird disco type, like techno.
Dude.
It was definitely strange.
Whatever the one that makes people fall or cannibal.
Oh, that's bath salts. That's
What?
bath salts.
Bath salts? Our
Bath-
drug?
Say what?
We were a band.
Oh,
If we were a drug, we were trying to think of if we were a drug, the band, what drug would we be?
Bath salts, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
How would you describe our sound? Because we don't know how.
Personal experience with
Like,
that.
what do you all think? When
Uh,
people ask us, we don't know what
I'd
to
say
call
sort of swampy psychobilly.
Yeah, Psychobilly would be my hat in the ring.
Yeah.
them. Okay.
I mean, it's a already been used term. You guys are very unique, so theatrical psychobilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gothic. Okay.
Gothy, theatric, swampy,
It's gotta have 10
psychobilly.
It's got like 900 influences, man. You know, it's like metal, all the stuff everybody else is listening
Yeah,
to.
we're
I mean,
also
I listen to metal
different.
exclusively. So.
What's your favorite band, Chris?
My favorite band. I'm surprised you don't
Or
know
it's
this.
artist. It doesn't have to be.
No, I'm surprised you didn't know.
Can I
Is
take your pen?
what's up?
Guns N' Roses?
Oh, Yep, you are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. Very, very true.
Only their second album.
I'm telling you, man. It's you know what. I actually I enjoyed. I mean the Guns N' Roses Lives was amazing. I think it was a cool album. I thought Appetite for Destruction was a really cool album, but Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 was something totally different to music to me personally. And they literally play. They play everything from metal to rock and roll to country. They do industrial. He does gangster rap at one point in time on that album, reggae. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have missed, but there is just so much. It's such a wide variety of stuff on that, and it was cool how they put it. They did the first and the second one, and they both have kind of a different feel to them. One's a little bit more fiery and up tempo, and the other one's a little bit more in the fields and down. Plus, You Could Be Mine, my favorite soundtrack song, is on that. Yeah, the Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
Terminator 2. I Need Your Clothes, Your Boots, and Your Motorcycle.
Get butt naked.
Yeah. That's what he should have said. That would have been better.
Get your ass butt naked on the side of this road right now.
Yeah, dude, Guns N' Roses, man. I got to see them live once, and it was in 2016, and it was it was after Axl Rose came out of I wouldn't say hiding, but he'd not been in the public eye for probably 20 years, and he went on Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and he came out, and it was out of left field. He contacted them, and it was yeah, Axl Rose wants to do an interview or whatever, so they're like, fuck yeah, so they brought him on. And it turns out the dude's actually cooler than advertised. He actually does this thing in his neighborhood that he has a Halloween tree. and he puts like a Halloween tree. He has a tree, and he dresses it up like it's black and orange and shit, and then he puts presents under it, and the neighborhood kids get to come and get some shit. But that was my one thing. So then after that, it kind of garnered him some attention, and then him and I guess Slash were able to amend ways. They're both like, "Yo, how much money you got?" He's like, "How much money you got? I think we should probably go on tour." And they did, and I will say, man, at that point in time,
that bank account was getting low, huh?
yeah, I mean, I would venture to say that there's some reconciliation. There was a financial aspect of it, and so, but the show and I'm being 100% real out of like, not just because I'm biased, because I was like, I was like in love with it, because Alice in Chains opened for them, and that was that was a weird show. I'm sorry, the new Alice in Chains without Lane Staley. It doesn't do it for me. It reminds me. It's like it's kind of when like Fergie became part of the Black Eyed Peas. Like it doesn't make sense. But anyways, to get on. But the Guns N' Roses, they played for like 3.5 hours, and they rocked. And they did set changes. They did wardrobe changes. They brought out a grand piano. They had a choir. They did fireworks. They did the whole nine. And they played up until midnight, which is the noise ordinance in Maryland. And yeah, it was at FedEx Field, and that was a cool one. But as of recent, I've seen some recent footage that I'm like, all right, boys, hang it up.
Wrap that up.
Yeah, it's over, man. Like the AC/DC stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the new AC/DC footage.
With Axel singing.
It's not as hard as the Vince Neil stuff, though.
Vince Neil is the worst. Have you ever seen where they subtitle what he's saying? Take that red with the bow.
Voila! Watch it. It's just
voila!
It was bad enough to begin with. And now it's just,
Yeah, like going back. All right, so like, what was that
800
movie that
stomach
came out
joints
about
later
Motley
and it's-
Crue? It had like the
I
one
know
that came
what
on
you're talking-
Netflix.
yeah,
Yeah,
God
it
damn
was
it.
based on one of them's autobiography. The movie's really good, so I was like, I'll listen to some Motley Crue, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna listen to Motley Crue.
A Dr. Feelgood's a great album.
The albums are good, but if you look back at it, like, it's not like Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is timeless. Those songs are like that.
Yeah.
But like Motley Crue, you're like, yep, I'm in. Everything's neon. It's the 1980s.
Motley Crue like capitalized on being rebels just exclusively.
Yeah.
When like musically they're the least rebellious, total mainstream 80s hair metal type stuff, and they went with every genre change they tried to incorporate in their albums, right? I don't know, man. It's like Guns N' Roses. When I heard Appetite for Destruction the first time, I was like, this is a new thing in rock. Like I hear the references, like I hear Aerosmith and I hear Zeppelin, but it's like something new.
Yeah.
And Motley Crue was like never that for me. It was always like, oh, that's Motley Crue doing this sound, or
You know who's
I don't
worse
know.
than Motley Crue?
but just the way they've capitalized
Poison.
on being like, I killed someone, right? I died 8 times.
Strippers. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a tie. It's either Hendrix or Coheed. And that Coheed's just nerdy shit. It's like they do comic books. I was in my early 20s and I was like, wait a second. There's comic books that go along with this? This is good. I like this.
I'm with you, man.
And Hendrix is Hendrix is the top. Like, I'd say Hendrix is my favorite just because he's Hendrix.
The CD doesn't sound like the album.
Yeah, like
You
that.
know, and
That
it
was the.
just is mesmerizing, the whole fucking thing from the beginning to end.
I remember hearing him play like his set at Woodstock, and it just sounded. It didn't sound anything like the album, but it sounded like his fingers were making like just not even noise, just like I don't know, like I don't want to say heavenly sound, but it was like like it was immediately like this weird. It's him. It's like nobody else is doing it. Yeah.
I propose that we have a Hendrix tribute show one night, and everybody comes and does like a couple of their version of a Hendrix song.
Yeah, you should do that at the Cat.
I'll holler at Shannon about it. We have to get.
Hendrix
I love that. You know what? I knew that song before I knew it was Jimi Hendrix because I knew it from the 2 Live Crew.
Well, somebody had to teach you culture, honey.
I was 9 years old, and I remember 9 years old. I don't know how I got my hands on a 2 Live Crew album, but I did.
Do you know I was at the
and-
club that all that shit went down that night? I wasn't there at the same time. I'd already come and gone. I was a model in Florida when all that happened. with the Two Live Crew getting busted.
Dude,
What was it for the Me So Horny song? Or
Oh
that was
yeah,
all
like,
it
yeah.
I think it was
right?
Broward County.
Yeah,
Was it
no,
Me
yeah,
So-
I was there.
They make they actually make fun in CB4 the spoof movie. They make fun of that whole thing where he's like, "You
Yeah.
shall now perform the song
It was something
Sweat
like that.
of my balls."
I mean, it was a long time ago.
That's
I think a
crazy.
lot of people around here probably don't know what I'm referring to.
no,
'cause
I know
they're
exactly what you're
Too
talking about.
young. Crone is
Too-
300 years old, you know.
Two Live Crew. I forget. I think I stole their album from one of my friend's older brother's room because I saw the picture of the butt on it, and I was like, "Yo, yoink, I need that." And so I took it, and then I went home and put it in. And I was like, "All right, this is all right." And then me and my buddy, my friend Noel, who I used to hang out, play video games, and skateboard with, we memorized that whole album, man. And it was so good. I was Two Live Crew. So then I knew that riff, and then when I became a pothead at 12, I started listening to some Hendrix. I was like, oh shit, dude, Two Live Crew. I didn't realize they had such influence.
I gotta admit, I still sing. In my head, the Walk This Way. I sing
The Run DMC version.
Run DMC version in my. That's the first one in my head. But
Dude, both Run DMC and Aerosmith, two great artists that that probably don't get the roses they need. They deserve.
I get mad roses. Should you get roses? Like, who should get roses? Like out of old school hip hop? Because I remember getting like
Rakim.
Who?
Rakim.
Well, what about Slick Rick? Yes.
Slick Rick. Yeah,
Hey,
Rakim.
world, the world is yours.
Big Daddy Kane, but I guess he
PM
got
Dawn.
PM, yeah, Cool Moon.
The callback.
his KRS-One.
Yeah, KRS-One. I'm trying to think of some other good. We're talking about like original, like old, like really old that like had a different, just more than just like the skibbity bobbity boobity shit. Yeah, Houdini was great.
I mean, LL got everything, so you don't got to give him extra.
LL Cool J was different back then, man.
Yeah.
that was different. That's another one. It's like Metallica. He's like LL Cool J is the Metallica of hip hop. Right?
Yeah.
like
he was
he
good
is.
in the break-in days.
You
he
have
was
to-
still punk rock.
I will
still
say
have to,
you
you have to give a disclaimer. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck what you're gonna say, but like
you can't kill him in a horror movie. I watched him evade sharks
I know.
and rap about it.
I would just say there was
My
a lot
head is like a shark's fin.
there was a suspicious amount of swimming involved too.
Yeah, I call bullshit.
Right?
Did he have a parrot?
That's a
too?
racist joke.
Oh, you're right. He
had
did have a
he was-
parrot.
He was like a pirate. He had a fucking parrot. in
Yeah, that
too.
movie. But I love that movie. Deep Blue Sea. Are you guys familiar with the movie Deep Blue Sea?
Oh
I
shit!
have no idea what you're talking about.
You would love this movie. It's about mutant sharks that are
It's
chasing.
it's
people.
Jurassic Park
Yeah.
in the water.
Yeah, that's exactly with mutants. But they're mutants. They're mutant
You
sharks.
know, Rafe has music in the Mega Piranhas movies.
No shit. That
When
is.
Navy SEAL goes to fight the piranha. Guess whose jam comes
How did
on?
you get that deal? Like, were they like,
got
he
in
knows
a couple of
piranhas?
those movies.
This guy looked.
No, I've had a fraternity brother that worked for the asylum and did all the Sharknado stuff, and he asked me to write some stuff, and I sent out some stuff to him.
That's awesome.
So you catch residuals for that?
Yeah,
That's
Dude,
rad, dude.
badass.
not
Sorry.
much, but
Hey, listen,
Hey,
man.
if you randomly, like,
anything over
Korea.
$5, I'm impressed.
It,
I'm
got,
telling you,
it
I was
did
like-
well in Korea. I mean, you got a couple dollars.
Romania that was huge.
Dude.
Romania for some
Wow.
reason. I got a big check from Romania.
Did they send it in like the Romanian money or?
Yeah,
no?
right. No. Some rupees or
No, that's India. No, there's.
yeah, and I also have some music on a movie called 200 Miles Per Hour that's on Netflix.
Dude, I have to peep it.
All right.
Just minor stuff. So it's fun.
That's not. That's
Yeah, it's
cool as
not
shit.
minor.
Yeah, that's cool as shit, man.
You got Romanian money.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
I mean,
you, Romania. I need more rips.
I did that probably like 15, 16 years ago, and I still get money.
The
for it.
Romanian
Dude,
money.
that's awesome. Every now and again, that Hollywood system where they have to like pay you a certain amount works out for you, not them.
Exactly.
It's like, thank God. So what do you guys have? The 16th. at the Catamount Lounge. Where's it located, Chris?
At 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia.
Crone the Crow is going to have a cabaret spectacular.
Come join the underworld. Who calls to the dark?
We do.
You all do. Come. What dark is waiting for you?
Where can people get a hold of all the Crone Crow music or your socials? Is it all under Crone Crow?
It's all under Crone Crow, and then I cast my spell and send it.
Yes. And then we're gonna have some music out probably after the show, and then a couple more coming out later on in the year.
A Christmas release. Jingle bells.
Hopefully sooner than that.
No, jingle jugs, dog.
Jingle jugs,
Jingle
jingle
jugs.
jugs, jingle
Titties
jugs
and
rock.
beer.
Lita,
Yes.
I saw some art you're doing.
Yeah, I've been doing some pieces with like skeletons right now. Doing mixed media. I do a lot of mixed media, and I just came up with this concept where he's blowing bubbles, and I was at the art store and I saw these like Christmas bauble thingies, and I was like, I can cut those in half because they look like bubbles, and just attach them to the art, like the piece. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on a life-size Wendigo for the art show that's coming up in November.
Yeah. I'm curating an art show along with Stone Branch, and it's called Ritual and Ruin, and it is in November 8th. And you can and submit beautiful pieces like Lita's, or even merchandise if you make interesting things. It just has to be along that theme, and that theme can mean whatever those words mean to you. That is vast. It could be ruins. I don't know, whatever it is. During that couple weeks that shows up, we're gonna have local authors. We'll have music, and we'll have performances randomly throughout to support the work and to have a good time. Ritualing and ruining.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. I've had this like mannequin for like 5 years, and when you mentioned it, I was like, I can do something with this now. So yeah, I'm making a life-size Wendigo, and it's gonna have all kinds of neat.
Take my money now.
Fancy things.
It's already sold.
Yeah. And I'm also doing an art show. October 4th, I'm going to be part of the Festival Leaf, so I'm going to have, not art show, but I'm going to have a booth. So if you guys want to stop by, just follow the sign, Big Silly Snails. Well, that is odd. You can have something weird of mine that I've created. I'll have horror fan art, and I'll also have a few like dead pieces and such. And of course, my jewelry. Like, that's definitely a large component. I just ordered a bunch of like real gold, real silver, so it's going to be a little bit more high end, being that it's so close to the Christmas season.
You're worth it.
Yeah.
Ballin'.
Treat yourself. So that's what I have going on right now.
Where can they? What's your socials?
Is that is odd all _ on Instagram. You can also follow my regular one. That's Alola on Loan. I'm always loaning myself out a little bit. Or find me on Facebook. That's Lita Diamond. Like the gem.
Chris, you've had a busy week already so far.
Hell yeah, dog. It's been an awesome week, man. We did the trivia. We did the eavesdrop with Beer Run Productions, Comedy Productions. Shout out to Ray Jubella and Ace Jackson on that one. Thank you for that opportunity. Everybody that was involved and came out. Love all of you. Too many to name. And then Thursday night, tomorrow night I'll be at tomorrow night I'll be at Dwayne White's riff mic at the Electric Palm. Thursday night, come one, come all, to save the Samuels Library, PAC benefit happening at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia. And we're going to be out there. It's going to be an eclectic mix of comedy from your boy. We're going to have music from Shannon Hahn. We're going to have music from Paul Giannicola. We're going to have from Joe Plensler. And various other people will be coming. Come out, open your wallets and butt cheeks and have a good time. That was a joke, everybody. And then Friday night, I'm just going to take it easy and just do karaoke with DJ Jan at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal. I say that after every time I say Catamount Lounge. And then, the culmination point of my performing arts tour de force of the week is Yeah, I'll be getting live and direct with my homies and homettes over here, the Crone and the Crow. I'm super fucking excited. I can't wait for you guys. My outfit's gonna be spectacular. I got some animatronic pasties.
Somebody's gonna one up me.
Are they like helicopter propellers? Please tell me they are.
They're like,
They play Petey Pablo when he spins them around like a helicopter.
they're based off of the end of Terminator, and it's just the arm, and they come out. It's coming out, but no, it's gonna be. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for letting me get down with y'all. I'm not gonna disappoint you. This is gonna be good. This has been a very cool, very fun week for me. And you can catch next week. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do yet. I don't care because this week is right now, and y'all are beautiful people here and there and everywhere. So love your fellow man. Don't be a dick. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah, do that. You can go over to Helltown Radio for everything. Go on the Spotify. You can look it up. You can hear our sweet voices. Maybe your sweet voices, maybe the sweet voices that you need to hear this time in your life. This is an affirmation. I'm going to go ASMR, right? You need to open the bags. Go over to Capital MMA, 8 locations around the Beltway. Train jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or lift some weights. I don't know. Get a black belt. Try to choke me. You can go check out my music at Golden Orphans. It's on Instagram, and if you like a song, you can play on it. That's the way this album's gonna work.
The Crone wants to.
I want to play on it.
You can. If you hear anything on there, just say I want to play on that, and then we'll bring it up here and we'll record it. I have a triple rec over here. We can play through that. Oh, there's a there's a 750 watt bass amp in the other room.
Yeah.
I have way too much shit. I'll shake this whole apartment on 3. This will be sweet.
Earthquake.
We'll go through a DI box anyway. Yeah, it's your week. You can suplex it. Do that shit. And remember, 1 finger in your pee hole is far worse than 2 in your butthole.
Bye-bye.
The dildo of consequences rarely arrives lubricated. I take my